Luigi's Mansion 3 gave me so many ideas for what Luigi can do in his next installment for Luigi's Mansion 4, and I'm sure you guys have seen lots of my other videos as they have done really well with the public. You guys love Luigi's Mansion, so we're still going to be talking about it and coming up with different game concepts that I've had in the past, and making videos, well, separate videos on each one of those concepts. We've already made one on a ghost train and a ghost ship, and today I'm taking another theory and plan from Luigi's Mansion 3 that I've had for a very long time. That being the ghostly museum. So if you're new to these types of videos, what I pretty much do is go over the plot and kind of the summary of how this game would work if it actually ever happened, what the characters would be, and how Luigi would be different in this game with his new power-ups, and pretty much just the entire plot line. But before we continue, I want to stop and say thank you guys so much for helping us get closer and closer to our goal. We're trying to reach 150,000 by the end of the year, and we're getting ever so closely, and we're also trying to get 1,000 subs on our second channel, MarioMix, which is all Mario and probably some Luigi's Mansion there too. So if you want to check that out, the card is above and the link is in the description down below. So subscribe to both channels to help us grow and reach our goals by the end of the year. Thank you guys so much, and let's get on to the Haunted Museum. So the story this time is that Pauline and Peach come together with an idea to open up a new Mushroom Kingdom museum where she plays with her band, and it's a big celebration of this grand museum from different things all over the Mushroom Kingdom's past, present, and hopefully the future. The museum takes inspiration from past creatures and things from the old days where Mario used to see on his past adventures, and it's kind of like a cultivation of all things that Mario has done and all things that the Mushroom Kingdom has been through. Right before the museum is actually open to the public, Egad comes to donate one artifact that he has had for a very long time. A lamp that apparently homed the ancient spirits of a past pharaoh ruler in his kingdom, along with a whole bunch of other spirits throughout time that apparently are in this genie lamp. Now, obviously, why would he want to put something like this in a museum instead of having it in like total complete protection in case something happens? But this is Egad. He messes up all the time. He gave Bowser Jr. a paintbrush, for crying out loud. That caused the whole story of Mario Sunshine. But he donates this lamp, and it's on a pedestal in a glass and on the complete showcase in the middle of the museum for everybody to see as soon as they walk in. On opening night, as everyone is exploring different parts of the museum, King Boo flies in laughing and steals the lamp, unleashing a horde of ghosts from the past, including the Pharaoh King himself. They fly into different rooms possessing different artifacts throughout the Mushroom Kingdom history, also trapping everyone inside. Everyone was in a different room when this happened, and they must be saved one by one from each section of the museum. But Luigi was still in the lobby and gets chased out by a giant T-Rex, similar to Luigi's Mansion 3, until he's back outside of the entire museum, and he has to find a way back in. Luigi spends the beginning of the game looking for a way in through underground passageways and through ventilation shafts in order to sneak in since all the doors have been locked shut. Luigi also meets up with Egad, who sets up a small lab outside of the museum. He left before all the chaos broke out, so he was able to get out of the museum in time. Luigi will come here for mission updates and power-ups as usual. Luigi's main goal this time around is to traverse the museum, defeating each boss ghost from each exhibit. There will be an African tribal exhibit, air and space, art, prehistoric, Egyptian, even an ocean hall, just to name a few. The ghosts will be themed after each location, as a caveman ghost again, an artist ghost from Luigi's Mansion 1's Van Gogh, and different things like that. Now with this particular museum, there will also be Mushroom Kingdom throwbacks in these rooms like Sarasaland artifacts found in the Egyptian area. So it'll be kind of a crossbreed between realism and actual Mushroom Kingdom things that Mario has explored in the past. Like a giant mechanical Gooper Blooper to kind of show what the Gooper Blooper looks like underneath the ocean in the ocean hall. And in the air and space exhibit, maybe there's like galaxy-like planets from Super Mario Galaxy, and then you have the Luna light fixtures maybe hanging from the sky to kind of show what the Lumas look like from the space area, and just lots of things like that crossing between realism and what's happened in the Mario Brothers past. I mean, you could even have references from Luigi's Mansion 1. There could be a little diorama of the first mansion on a table, and Luigi gets sucked into it, and he gets to experience some of that mansion all over again in just HD now in a new look. That would be really cool to have a little bit of a throwback, and maybe some type of throwback boss from that game like Bogmire or something. That would be amazing. Actually, now that I think about it, the throwback boss would have to be the Chauncey baby. That thing was creepy. Now Luigi will also gain power-ups from each location that he can use to upgrade his armor after taking it back to Egad's shop, similar to how Samus does after each boss is defeated. For instance, if Luigi goes to the African tribal area and gets some type of spear, he can take it back to Egad's shop and make him a pretty cool new weapon, maybe a vacuum that shoots out different types of spears like a harpoon and latches onto things to bring them back to him, similar to his plunger but a little bit more stronger and actually does damage. And let's say Luigi goes to like a western area, maybe he gets a little bit of a gun and he he can shoot corks out of his vacuum instead of actual bullets, because of course this is Nintendo. That would be really cool, and he can start targeting enemies and bosses and tase them or something as he hits them with the cork. Eventually, Luigi makes it to the King's Suite, where there are guards and a castle that has to be reached at the very top. And at the top is Mario, who needs rescued. Luigi must fight King Boo with his new abilities once at the top, and of course, there's going to be another battle. You guys know I never leave it with King Boo. Well, secondly, he comes face to face with the genie and the magic lamp. The genie has the ability to possess anything that Luigi has came across already in the museum and use different abilities from the museum already, similar to Luigi. So it will be a very even battle, and it'll be a very intense one, taking Luigi through various different time periods. The genie has the ability to summon these different time periods during battle, warping Luigi into different battlefields from various different parts of history. This would be a very cool battle for sure. After Luigi defeats the genie, he then uses the lamp for one powerful wish, to suck everybody back up and turn everything back to normal. Thanks to EGAD, he hooks up the lamp to his vacuum and uses it as a giant suck and sucks all the ghosts and everybody that escaped back into their imprisonment inside the lamp. And then everything once again regains back to normal. And of course, the lamp is then put under extreme precaution and guard from the Toads of the Mushroom Kingdom. And that was Luigi's Mansion, the Malicious Museum. That is a tongue twister alliteration right there. But thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'm going to give you guys kind of a recap of what we've done so far, because a lot of you guys tune into these and don't see the previous ones, so that's what I'm going to do now at the end of this video. So I have made lots of videos over this concept. I made a simple Luigi's Mansion 4 video talking about multiple different possibilities, but you guys wanted me to break it down into multiple different videos, and I have been doing that ever since. The first real game concept I made was Luigi's Mansion 4 Horror Express, where Luigi is on a haunted train making his way from the very back to the very front. My last video puts Luigi and his friends on a cruise ship where things break out and they had to visit different islands and different parts of the ship, which was very interesting as well. So if you guys haven't seen any of these yet, please feel free to go check them out. It helps out a lot more than you think, and I know a lot of you guys comment these ideas that I've already done, so feel free to check that out first. And guys, I will continue to make more of these since you guys really like these types of videos, because I have tons, and I mean tons of ideas for not only different Luigi's Mansion games, but different Mario games in general. And these have been some of the more fun videos I've made in a very long time. So thank you so much for showing your support. And also, once again, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to Nintendo Land for more Luigi's Mansion. And if you want to hear more about Mario as well, feel free to subscribe to MarioMix and help us get to that 1,000 subscribers as quickly as possible. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. And like always, I'll see you all on the next one. See you guys.